to immediately begin the construction of a state-of-the-art Iron Dome missile defense shield, which will be able to protect Americans. You see that with Israel.
And we start this hour with the hostilities between Israel and Iran, which have now entered a fourth day.
Alright, listen, you've seen the headlines, you've heard the stories, rockets flying and then BAM! Intercepted. Israel's Iron Dome. It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But how does this thing actually work? Is it just a giant metal shield? Not even close. Most people think they get it, but the real genius is in the details. And today, I'm not just going to give you the generic rundown. We're diving deep into the tech that makes the Iron Dome one of the most talked about defense systems on the planet. By the end of this, you'll understand the step-by-step process, the insane decision-making it does in milliseconds, and why it's both a game-changer and has its limits. Forget the hype, let's get into the real mechanics. So, picture this. Multiple rockets, artillery shells, or even drones are launched. Chaos, right? Well, the Iron Dome is designed to tackle exactly that, specifically short-range threats. We're talking a range of about 4 to 70 kilometers, or for my American friends, that's roughly 2 to 43 miles. Some sources even say the radar can track threats up to 100 kilometers. Now, a typical Iron Dome battery, that's what they call a full unit, isn't just one thing. It's a team of high-tech components working in perfect sync. And this is where it starts to get cool. There are three main players in this orchestra of defense. First up, the eyes, the detection and tracking radar. This isn't your grandpa's weather radar. This beast, often the ELM-2084, is constantly scanning the sky. The second, a projectile launches, this radar picks it up. It tracks its speed, its direction, and crucially, calculates its predicted flight path. It can even evaluate up to 1,100 targets at once in air surveillance mode. Insane, right? Okay, so the radar's got a lock. What next? This data zips over to the Battle Management and Weapon Control Unit, the BMC. Think of this as the brain of the whole operation. And this is where the Iron Dome gets really smart and, honestly, pretty cost-effective. The BMC, developed by a company called Empress Systems, does something brilliant. It analyzes that trajectory from the radar and asks the critical question, is this rocket going to hit a populated area, a strategic site, or critical infrastructure? If it's predicted to land in an open field or the sea, the Iron Dome says, not my problem, and ignores it. Why? Because those interceptor missiles, the Tamir missiles, they're not cheap. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars each, some say around $50,000. So no point wasting one if the incoming rocket's just going to make a hole in the desert. But what if the BMC screams, "Threat! This one's dangerous"? That's when it signals the third part, the interceptor launch unit or missile firing unit. These launchers typically hold up to 20 Tamir interceptor missiles each, and the Tamir missile? This thing is a marvel. Manufactured by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems with some US help from Raytheon, it's designed for agility. It has its own electro-optical sensors and steering fins to hunt down that incoming threat. It's about 9.3 feet long, weighs around 198 pounds, and packs a fragmentation warhead. Here's the climatic moment. The Tamir doesn't usually hit the rocket head-on like in the movies. It's designed to get super close, and then its proximity fuse warhead detonates. This creates a cloud of shrapnel that shreds the incoming rocket or shell in mid-air, neutralizing it before it hits the ground. The goal is to intercept within Israeli airspace, turning a deadly projectile into a relatively harmless firework display. And they claim a success rate of over 90% for rocket-steamed threats. That's not just defense, that's precision engineering under extreme pressure. So, to recap the magic, detect, track, analyze, and if it's a real threat, launch and intercept. What makes this system stand out? 1. It's mobile. They can pack these batteries up and move them in hours. 2. All weather, day, night, rain or shine. 3. Selective engagement. We talked about this. Super smart for saving those expensive missiles. 4. Integration. It can work alone or as part of a bigger multi-layered defense network like David's Sling or the Arrow system. There's even a naval version called Sea Dome. But like any tech, it's not invincible. The big what if is saturation. If an absolutely massive barrage of rockets comes in simultaneously, it could potentially overwhelm the system. In the end, it's just a numbers game. So, the Iron Dome, an incredible piece of technology born out of necessity. It's a constantly evolving system in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. Pretty mind-blowing stuff, right? What do you think? Were you surprised by how it actually decides what to shoot down? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more breakdowns of insane tech like this, maybe we should look at the rockets it's designed to stop, like the Qassam or Grad rockets next. Let me know in the comments if you want to learn more about them. Smash that like button if you found this valuable, and definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.